Good evening, everyone. Jedi Styles here. Today I am doing a TTM returns video of this stack of cards I got. I actually got two more that I'll be doing another time that I got yesterday, I think. So over a week or two I've been getting these, like I said, like time constraints. I'm sorry, I have no witty, play on names title. I don't have really any stats for these cards this time. I apologize. Once I'm done scaring and back to my normal one job teaching thing, I will promise you I'll do my funny witty play on names titles, and I'll have my stats again for my players. It's just that it's a little time consuming and I don't really have that time right now, so I apologize. But let's get to these before the video gets too long. I'll just share them as I go along. They're not in any sort of order. This one is coming from Jacksonville, Florida. It's a 1-of-1 success. It came back in 14 days. It was free. And this is one of my more recent ones I got back. This was Mr. Anthony Johnson, running back from the Colts. This was his rookie card. I think it's a 90 Pro set, if I have that correct. Yes, it's a 90 Pro set. And along with his cards, he always sends this out when he was with the Panthers. This is Athletes in Action. And here is his his word and his scripture that he likes to give out. So if you want to pause that and read that, you go ahead. For Tony Black, he went to Notre Dame, so Tony Black probably appreciates this one. I'll just put that back there. So once again, Anthony Johnson, free in 14 days. All right, so next one is coming out of Phoenix, Arizona. It is also a 1-of-1 success. It is also free, and this one took 21 days to return, and this is Mr. J. Bell. He has a nice signature, and this was his 91 Topps card. So very nice, J. Bell. Thank you very much. All right, the next one is coming out of, it doesn't have a postmark, but I sent it to Tennessee, so I imagine it's coming back from Tennessee. It is a 3-of-3 success. It was free, and it took 40 days. And this is coming from Mr. Daryl Waltrip, who signed him very nice, and a nice Sharpie. Actually, that's almost like the perfect Sharpie width. So thank you, Mr. Daryl Waltrip. He signed all 3 cards. Very nice signature. And the last one. So I appreciate that. Thank you very much. The next one is coming out of Denver, Colorado. This is a huge one for me. It is a 1-of-2 success. It came back in 35 days. It is $10 per card, which I did not know that at the time. I thought it might have been 5, but I was wrong. So that's why I only signed 1. And this is coming back huge from Hall of Famer Mr. Peyton Manning. He signed, of course, this one, and when he was on the Broncos, and he did not sign the Colts one. But for $10, I think that's worth it. I might send this one back out, or find one of his rookie cards and send that out to him. So Mr. Peyton Manning, Hall of Famer, very nice, or future Hall of Famer. I think he's an Hall of Famer. I don't remember. Either way, either isn't or isn't, but he's going to be if he's not. So thank you, Mr. Peyton Manning. Next one is coming out of North Houston, Texas. It's a 1-of-1 success. It was free in 11 days. Came back with my letter questions answered, and this is from Mike Willis. Pitcher for the Blue Jays on the 79 Topps card. Pretty nice signature there. Looks good. So there you have it. Mr. Mike Willis. And he did answer some of the questions. He basically said the best player he ever played against was George Brett, and his favorite moment was just making it to the big leagues. All right, the next one is coming from Portland, Oregon. It is a 1-of-1 success. In 10 days, it was free. Very quick. It was Mr. General Merrill McPeak. Looks like he might have signed that in a ballpoint pen, which is fine. So this was on a 91 Desert Storm card. It's a pro set. So thank you, Mr. General McPeak. Appreciate that. Next one is coming from Charlotte, North Carolina. It's a 3 of 3 success in 29 days. It was also free. And once you get some from Charlotte, they're usually basketball or NASCAR. And Daryl's brother, Michael Waltrip. He signed in a thick black Sharpie, but still it's decent. There's one. There's two. And there's the third one. I like that one the best. Looks good on the yellow. So thank you, Mr. Michael Waltrip. He also answered some of my questions. He said that the best driver he's ever raced against was Richard Petty, of course. And that was in 2001 on the Daytona 500. The favorite moment of his career was in the 2001 Daytona 500. So that was his response to my questions. Alright, the next one. I will leave that one for another day because that one's going to be a surprise. Alright, this one right here. The next one was a failure. It's coming out of Phoenix, Arizona. It was, of course, a 0 of 1 failure. He did not sign it. He returned everything, though. It came back in 10 days. He was charging $1 per card. It is now $5 per card, or $8 for 2 cards, or $12 for 3 cards. So basically, if you want to send one, it's $5, which I guess is not so bad for Mr. Tony Mandarich. So he was charging $1, so his prices went up. So rookie cards, he charges $10, so don't send him a rookie unless you want to put $10 in there. So $5 per card for Mr. Tony Mandarich. So remember that if you are dealing with him. Alright, the next one is actually coming from Canada, Ontario, Canada, which probably means it's probably, you should probably know what it is. 3 of 3 success in 24 days. It was free. I did send $2 for postage because when you send to Canada or England or anything like that, you got to put in money. You can't put, there's no stamps you could get. They have to do their own stamps. There is a special stamp you put on your envelope to go to them. It's like $1.10 per stamp. But this is coming back from Mr. Chris Gratton. He signed them all in black. Appreciate it. There's that one. 2 of those. And that one right there. So I appreciate that, Mr. Gratton. Alright, next one is coming from Mid-Island, New York. It was a 1 of 1 success. It was 32 days. It was also free. And this was Mr. Lawrence Rocks. I sent him a mini Allen and Ginter, and he signed it nicely from the scientist himself. If you remember a few videos ago, I did make a video of his son that sent me the extra cards that he got signed by his dad and Paul DeYoung. So I sent it to him specifically, and he sent me this card right here. So thank you very much, Mr. Rocks. I appreciate that. Alright, 2 more. We got out of Santa Clarita, California. This was a 1 of 1 success in 10 days. This was also free, and he also answered my questions. And this was Mr. John Neighbor, Hall of Fame Olympian swimmer, John Neighbor. And there you see his stuff right there. I like getting the Olympic cards back. And the questions that he answered were: his favorite moment was defeating Roland Mathis for the first time in 1974. And I asked him if he had any advice for my daughter who likes to go in gymnastics. He said, study Simone Biles and stay healthy. And that's key because my daughter has been hurt lately. She has jammed. Actually, she tore a ligament in her finger, so she is sidelined for at least a few weeks until that heals. And the last one is coming out of Jacksonville, Florida. This was a 6 of 6 success. It took 53 days, so it was well worth waiting for. It is free. Very hard to see, though. But he did sign all of them in black. And this is Mr. Ernie Irvin. You could barely see the signatures on some of these. I don't know if he used just a light Sharpie. I don't know, but you could barely see that one right there. You can see this one a little bit better. The Sharpie just was not good on these. There's that one. That one smudged a little bit. He signed the car. There you can see it right there when I put the glare on it. It's very nice. This one is signed. If I could get, well, you could barely see it, but it's there. This one was really smudged. He probably just signed them and put one card on top of the other one, which is fine. I'm not complaining. And he signed the other card I had. So thank you very much, Ernie Irvin. Very hard to see, but they were all signed. And there you go, guys. There is my TTMs I've gotten back recently. That one I said is a surprise. It's a 3-parter, so I will share that one with you when I get all 3 parts back, because right now I do not have it. Well, maybe I do, but that's for another day. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you watching. If you want to know any of these addresses, please feel free to ask me. I'll be freely willing to give you those addresses if you'd like. Until then, until next time, take it easy, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.